Welcome to the Uncultured Host Podcast.
Welcome to the Uncultured Roots Podcast. It's your boy 17.
It's your man H.M. Hersham Bawu. What up, what up?
And it's your man G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
Welcome to episode 65.
6'5". We live, 6'5".
Sorry about last week. We kind of lost my voice. These brothers was good to go, but they didn't want to do the show without me. So lost my voice, and I couldn't come up here sounding like fucking corpse and shit. So,
It's a package deal. You're going to have to get everybody.
They're just being nice. Anyway. How was y'all time off last week, man?
Time off.
It's never no time off. I'm always got to do something.
Just time replaced. With
okay.
else.
Yeah. Well, I can agree. Same here. Very productive weekend for me last weekend, but we already talked about that off mic. So, we have a great show for y'all. I know last time I said it was mediocre, and turned out to be above average at best. You know,
See, can't downplay it like that. We got a couple more subscribers.
Oh, we did?
We
I
had
didn't even
35.
check it.
We had 35.
Oh, okay. Cool. You know,
We building.
35, my age. Our age. Oh, not you. You old, nigga. Anyway.
Fuck you.
Well, we stuck on at 33 for a long time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a nice show for y'all today. But we're gonna talk about this story real quick. We're gonna make this quick because we got a whole bunch of other stuff to get to. It just popped across my phone. A Michigan woman was robbed of $15,000 cash after a Facebook marketplace scam. Now, look, I read the story. I read it out loud, and she was going to buy a new car, right? They advertised a 2020 Ford Explorer for $15,000.
What year was it again?
2020.
20 for 15 years?
That ain't even sound right.
You already
That
know.
don't even
That
sound
sound a
right.
little fishy.
You already know.
That
If
don't
it was
sound right.
2004, then we might be.
For 15, damn. Yeah, that's a scam in the other direction.
Right.
Shit. But she's a resident of Dearborn, Michigan, and she drove to Cincinnati, Ohio, to try to buy this car, and she sent them. I guess she must have Cash App or Venmo'd them $500. I guess for holding or whatever. She got down there, got in the car with him, test drove a little bit, and then she gave the woman the cash. The woman went in the car with her boyfriend, counted out the cash, and then she came back, put a gun on her head, and said, "Get the fuck out the truck."
Damn.
Took off with the cash in the car.
The woman came back with a gun?
She came back. Yep. Listen.
Streets cold out here.
Yes.
And the more, closer we get to recession or,
Because that's all they talking about.
And it's
the
Christmas.
crazier it's going to get.
Listen.
Be careful out here.
Y'all just have to watch y'all ass doing any of these deals with these folks.
Yeah.
Like in the article, it said, do these deals at a police station, which makes the most sense.
Yeah.
A neutral spot is fine, but I do recommend the police station because you got to be a dumb motherfucker to try to rob a motherfucker in front of the police station.
Yeah, you really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, you a live one if you do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's cameras all around that motherfucker,
Right.
so you getting caught. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
yeah.
I'm going to jail tonight.
Guess who's going to jail?
They don't show up, with some shaky shit.
Exactly. Exactly. And like you say, and if they don't want to do the deal at the police station, then you don't need to be doing that deal with them people.
Exactly.
You gotta watch anything on the internet. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Even with using your debit card to buy things online.
Yeah.
Listen, man, they try to. This is why I use credit cards when I buy stuff online.
Yeah.
Because I got tried 2 times this year, and I reported it. One time, this person they got me for thousands of dollars off my credit card.
Damn.
Thousands. And I saw that shit. I said,
Not no more.
I went, called the credit card company. Yeah, I ain't do all this shit. It was at some school. They must have been buying their courses, buying books and everything. I was like, oh, no. I went, hollered at them. Yeah, this ain't mine. Everything else, yes. All this, not mine. I ain't heard of this place. So they did their research, came back. Okay, yeah, this ain't yours.
Was it in a different state?
Yeah.
You see, 9 times out of 10, because that happened to somebody I know. 9 times out of 10, when the transaction isn't done with using that particular card, they can usually tell.
Yeah.
Like
it rang bells anyway when you do it out of state because you human beings are, we do things in pattern.
Yeah.
So what they see is, you usually make transactions around this area. Now it's a transaction in Louisiana.
Yep.
Right.
And you never did that before, so it sets off an alarm. But yeah, they looked over, they reimbursed my shit on my card.
Yeah.
And they might have probably even went for legal shit for that person. So.
Yeah, even if you make the transaction yourself, it's better to use a credit card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can still, it ain't hitting your direct bank.
Yeah.
That's the worst. You don't get most of your money back when they take it from your debit card.
That punching bag over there, the reason I got 2.
Oh, yeah.
I bought one with a credit card, and it took them like 4 months to give it to me, so I disputed that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got my money back. And then after like 4 months, they sent it. I'm like, I got a free bag.
Free bag. All day. Can't be mad at a free bag.
Right.
Hey. So, just wanted to bring that up real quick just to, you do have to be careful. I mean, this is common sense. But again, some of these things people don't really necessarily think about. Not a lot of people, a lot of people don't make transactions off of a marketplace or whatever, little online, things. So, just, be careful, be aware. And ladies, make sure you always have a man present. And then that's not to say, that's not being sexist, but men are protectors. Men are more physically capable of dealing with these situations. And again, it's not to take away from women. It's just using common sense as being just straight up.
Well,
unless you're a woman and you carry, then you do what you do.
Well, you got to understand. You just got to understand that most likely, if a person is doing an online transaction with a female and a male is present at the time of the transaction, they most likely not gonna try it.
Exactly.
Not to say they won't do it, but they most likely
won't. The chances are lower. Yeah. And but that's my advocacy of make sure you use your Second Amendment remedies. You know what I'm saying? That's
do your
all I'm
due
saying.
Diligence for you buy
all day, all day, and like they say in boxing, protect yourself at all times.
Exactly. Not just in the ring.
You gotta be on defense.
Real shit. So we're gonna move on. We know let's at least the woman was able to escape with her life, but she did cough up 15 racks, which is she said in the article it was her life savings, and that's pretty sad because she was trying to get a vehicle, you know what I'm saying, and now she lost the money and she doesn't get a car. It's just you kind of feel bad. It's just sad out here that people on that type of shit.
They'll take your last, dog.
Yeah,
and that's why you got to be willing to put one between the eyes. Real shit.
Hey, look, man.
Hey,
if she was decided that she was gonna blow her away, I couldn't be mad at it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was like, oh, you gonna rob me, huh? Okay, I got something for that.
You point a gun at me. I have the right to shoot you.
Exactly.
If you're, I don't care.
But if they back turn, though, that's the only problem.
Oh, if they back turn,
if they back turn, you can't.
Because it's like, hey, like they trying to get away.
That's what I would do. I would yell, "Hey!" and they'll turn around. Got your ass.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So if you smart, you wouldn't turn around.
You better run, motherfucker.
Keep running.
You better keep running, motherfucker. Because I swear, if I say, "Hey," you turn around,
because I'm telling you,
lighting your motherfucking ass up.
If you pull that Michael Jackson, look over your shoulder, honey. It ain't gonna be no shoulder.
Ain't gonna be no head.
You losing all of that.
I'ma singe all that shit.
Oh man. So Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to there was a story this week that has been getting around, it's been making the rounds about Jerry Jones, 1957 photo.
If you don't know who Jerry Jones is,
owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys, America's football team.
No.
I'm sure
That's
a
what
lot
they
of
call
you
it.
do.
No.
I'm sure a lot of you people.
No. Well, that's if you America's football team. When last time you won a Super Bowl in the 90s? Well, America's pretty bad then. You know what I'm saying? America on the decline. Shit.
I don't know. That's what they call them. So
Maybe at one point in time, but y'all looking a little.
it must be because of the name and America's history with Cowboys.
Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Them Cowboys. I mean, they do got a big fan base.
You know what? I might end up going to Texas one day, so I'm not going to say nothing bad about the Cowboys.
And people in Texas don't like the Cowboys. So
no, I'm saying, but it's different. When you from Texas, you can do that. Mm-hmm. I'm an outsider to them. They can sniff me out a mile away. Oh, you ain't from around here, are you?
I don't know. So many people from up here that moved down to Texas.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Blend in,
that's a good point. I give you that.
They call it the D now.
No, they wouldn't. No.
Some people, no, they do.
They call Dallas
I know
the
they
D.
do, but they will never be the D.
Listen. I seen it on social media brewing. I'm not even gonna get in this conversation.
I'm getting in it every time I see that shit. Bullshit.
I'm not getting it because I already know what this gonna be. You gonna say you the D, and I'm gonna say, and then it ain't gonna die.
Yeah.
We gonna be some going back. Hey, look,
It ain't gonna die.
I'm gonna represent my motherfucking city. I'm going, and I ain't saying that you're not. I'm saying I'm gonna fight that shit to the death. We the D.
No, I represent it absolutely, but I'd rather not argue back with somebody when I know for sure this is the D.
Oh well, all day.
Listen, it ain't nothing.
I never used to hear that. Nobody referred to
Nobody
Dallas
said
as
that.
a D.
Nobody.
Right.
We've been saying
of course.
that shit for.
They always still from Detroit.
That's
You know
what
who
I
the
say.
fuck you is.
That's what I say. That's why I say I'm not gonna argue with you because most people, when you say the D, they don't think Dallas. They think Detroit. So,
Yeah. Okay. I ain't wear my Detroit hat today, but I wish I should have.
I say this, man.
This shit would be perfect. I'll point to that
not-
motherfucker. This is Detroit.
And I'm not trying to save face or nothing. I love Texas. I do. I got love for Texas. Anywhere my people are, I got love for. But I do love Texas. It's nice down there. It's cool. I like Texas. Just Detroit. I'm from here. I love, this is my, my place. I bought up here. I got experiences and everything tied to it. And that's why I'm gonna leave that.
This is the home.
Yeah.
So, maybe I don't know, when you do the editing, maybe you can actually find that Jerry Jones photo and maybe kind of post it in the video if it's possible.
Yeah, I could
so
do that.
people could kind of see this.
Yeah.
But when I saw the actual photo, I'm just like, I didn't know what to make of it because you could clearly see it was Jerry Jones, but it's like you could look at it two ways. You could look at him like he was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And then the kind of facial expression you could see, get rid of them fucking niggers. We don't want you around here. So it was kind of an in-between thing.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could see both sides of, well, he probably, and you never know.
Now, if he was front and center like that one motherfucker
Yeah, exactly.
with a cigarette in his mouth.
Exactly. Yeah. Now,
Like, what you
that's
can't-
their
you can't say
giveaway.
shit- you
That's
can't say
their
shit
giveaway.
about that.
That's their giveaway. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron made news this week because he addressed it. He addressed it to the media, and he pointed out the hypocrisy that the fucking media does.
Yeah.
And I was so proud of this brother because he literally rebounded, no pun intended. He rebounded from the Kyrie fiasco because a lot of people was like, you supposed to have his back, man. You supposed to, you know what I'm saying? LeBron kind of straddled the line again, and I understand because he didn't want to compromise everything he worked so hard to build. And I get that. I understand. I get it. That wasn't a hill he was willing to die on. But he kind of made amends for it with the comments he made this week to the media. So you're gonna play that. We're gonna run that first clip of him with the just the one with LeBron. Yep.
I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
I love the fact that he got up and walked away and didn't allow them to talk.
He didn't want him to talk anyway.
Yeah.
I got a couple things to say about this.
All right.
Okay, one, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about Jerry Jones in that situation, Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones. When you talk about Kyrie and what Kanye talk about, we talking about a group of people who own big deal things, including media. These are these people bosses. So are they going? Why would they? You think they gonna ask that? Or are they told not to ask them that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little different.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like second part of that is, yeah. Like I don't know. I think he did good saying what he's saying, but at the same time, you know, he was straddling the line because, of course, you know, certain people pay his check. You see what they did to Kyrie.
Yeah.
So
Kanye.
yeah. So yeah, people pay his check. He wants to make sure everything's cool on that part. But at the same time, you know, LeBron had to go to the Thanksgiving dinner. He had to go to the barbershop. And he had to hear from his folks.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that had anything to do with him to do it. I'm sure people like, are you sure about that? But yeah, man, he had to get that off his back. Like, you know, I got to make sure I got to get right with my people again because I kind of...
Because I was kind of lukewarm on that response.
Yeah.
Lukewarm on LeBron's response?
No, he on the Kyrie thing when it first happened. He was kind of like middle ground.
Yeah, he was just doing enough to satisfy the media, but not
I mean,
completely trying to throw him under the bus either.
Yeah.
And you know, I see your perspective of what you're saying from that perspective. You know, but
I'm not saying that he didn't.
Yeah,
like he didn't. What he did wasn't authentic or real.
Yeah.
I think he did something. He said something good. But that's another thing. And this is the last part. Yes, that happened a long time ago. I want us to start focusing on things that we need to do that's going to fix our situations. If we focus on some old ass Jerry Jones shit, we already know their history with us. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not a surprise.
Yeah. It's just another thing that's in the headlines that we're going to be talking about instead of talking about things that we need to do or fix our shit.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
I think if, like, for Jerry Jones, if he's really, you know, not a racist and, you know what I'm saying, he's for black people. And
he ain't none
like
of that. That
if
nigga own a football team of niggas.
I know. But if he was really for that, he knew the shit he did in his past. He would have got ahead of that a long time ago.
Right.
And that's why my perspective is slightly different from y'all's. And I get it. I get you know, But I'm not going to use that excuse for the media because my whole thing is fuck the media, and it's always been fuck the media for me because, they pick and choose what the fuck they want to talk about.
That's what I was.
And that's going to talk about in the next clip we're going to play. But
that's exactly
that's
what I mean.
That's what he was
that's
saying.
What I'm saying.
yeah, and
those people own the media. They probably was
different.
making them. Make sure you ask these questions.
It's a difference between going at Jerry Jones
right.
and Kanye and them going at Jewish people who own certain sectors or a lot of sectors is different.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing.
Jerry Jones is a person who owns a football team. These people own whole corporations and sectors. It's different.
Yeah, but see, it can't. I understand that it's different, but I'm trying to figure out why is it that way. Why is it that we can't hold you accountable for some dumb shit you did just because of the prestige of your position?
You can't hold them accountable. But the difference is, what I'm saying is different is because they're not gonna ask him that. They're not gonna ask him that question. Yes, it's us for us to hold them accountable. These people are getting their paychecks from certain entities.
I get that.
So
I understand.
just like he was getting his paycheck and he decided I'm not gonna go too far into this. They doing the same thing.
Right. I get that. I understand that. But again, because I'm fuck the media, I'm gonna side with LeBron all day on this one because it's like he's looking at it from the perspective of, yeah, that's funny how, when a white person fuck up, y'all just sweep that shit under the rug. Another case in point, ain't nobody been talking about Brett Favre's situation. Ain't nobody talking about that shit no more. Yeah. That's crazy how when a white man fuck up, y'all just, let's just kind of gloss over that. And Brett Favre ain't in the same position as Jerry Jones. And so it's like when with Kyrie fuck up, they just, let's talk about the black man.
And he didn't really even fuck up. Like, it wasn't even really
all he did was post something and they keep, he's anti-Semitic. He's anti-Semitic. What did he say? What did he say?
Exactly.
Nobody can say what he said because he didn't say anything.
See, but what are we going to do after the fact? That's why I say,
I know what you're saying. You're looking for the solution.
Yeah, because we this thing Jerry Jones did 50 years ago.
Yeah,
and given we already know how some of these owners already are.
Yeah, we already know.
Now, what are we going to do besides sit here and talk about this for 2
Not
weeks?
support that nigga. Fuck them Cowboys.
But how long? Going?
I kind of went back on my word, didn't I?
Our history with things like this, what do we do?
Maybe
go back to supporting it.
Maybe
football.
Boycott for a week.
Y'all
or
niggas,
two.
listen.
Y'all niggas, Kaepernick happened. Y'all supposed to start watching football. What the fuck y'all do?
No, but it's not just on the fans, man. And I'm gonna be honest. It's not just on the fans. It's on the players too. And I love my brothers, and I'm not trying to.
I'm talking about them too.
Yeah, because
I'm talking about
when
us.
when the Kaepernick shit happened, all the black players are supposed to be like, you know what, man, we ain't doing this shit. It's over 400 and something of y'all in the NFL. It's more than that. All y'all brothers could came together and say, look, man, you ain't got no league without us. You don't have a league without us.
But that show you where the fear at.
And
they do that, but they gonna do the same thing that LeBron did when it came to Kyrie. Like, I don't want to mess up my paycheck.
And that's the part that's killing me.
You know where most of us come from? These dudes making millions of dollars. They making millions of dollars.
I'm saying
they the breadwinner for their family.
I get that, but
just
then
like LeBron.
It goes back to that question that you asked. What are we going to do about it?
Exactly.
What are we going to do about it? Exactly. So the fans can do their part by not watching the shit. I can honestly say this. I haven't watched a basketball game this year. I haven't. And as much as I love the game of basketball, I have been quietly not watching the game of basketball. I haven't even been listening to the NBA station that I listen to on Sirius XM. I haven't been doing that shit none this season because I don't like how they came after Kyrie. I don't like that. I don't like how they disrespect black players in the fucking media. I don't like it. I don't. And so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just not going to watch. I mean, I was already a little upset that I didn't catch it right away when the season started because I've been busy doing other shit. And I was going to take both of my boys to a Pistons game this year. This season. I'm not even doing that now. I told him I would, but I'm going to explain to them why I'm not taking them to a Pistons game this year. And it's not, and I hate to say that because, I love the city of Detroit. I love the Pistons, and they don't have nothing to do with it. It's not them. It's the NBA as a whole. You got to tell Kyrie he got to go. I don't know exactly who was recommending it. He got to go talk to the ADL. He got to do all this counseling. He got to do all this bullshit. All the bullshit that they threw on this brother because he didn't say anything.
Things that they wouldn't have somebody do if they was another
White.
color.
White. If they was white. Brett Favre stole all his fucking money. I ain't say shit.
They still ain't saying shit.
He still ain't saying. You know why? Because he did it to black folk. He ain't stealing that shit from you white motherfuckers.
He's doing what they been doing, stealing this whole time.
I understand that.
And it's like, oh, he just got caught. But we all do it.
I'm just saying to address the question of who and what is going to do anything about it. Yes, it's on the players. It's on the fans. It's the same shit. Like, okay, we regular every day. We are regular working Joes.
Yeah.
Every place, all three of us work. We don't work at the same place. But I guarantee you, if every working file average worker just said, you know what, we're not coming in today. We're not doing this shit. All these companies would cease to exist. All these companies would shut down until they find new people to come in and play the game. But I'm saying, if people don't like your working conditions, if you don't like the way you're being treated, you either find other employment or you take a fucking stand. Right. And see, there was a story this week that came up about the railroad strike. I know y'all probably heard about that shit and how that was averted. I was going to talk about that, and I said, no, I'm not going to talk about that because it has something to do with unions, and we got something about that coming up in the pipeline. So I'm like, I'm gonna save that, and let's not talk about that for the future. We got some stuff planned for y'all. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna talk about that. But the NBA, all the brothers, y'all could have came together and say, man, y'all can't do this to Kyrie. He ain't even say shit. There's no camaraderie. Y'all want to talk about a brotherhood, but we don't really truly have a brotherhood because when something happens to one of the brothers, you're supposed to stand united and stand with the brother and be like, no, whatever you did to him, you're going to have to do to all of us.
Right.
You're going to have to do that to all of us.
Yeah.
All of us. And who sets the pace? Who takes the lead? The superstars. Take the lead. Okay, I'm doing this. Your teammates going to follow you. Your teammates going to back you because, hey, oh, shit. And don't get me wrong. I know everybody not paid as much as LeBron. Everybody not paid as much as Kyrie. So some of them backbenchers, they might be a little on the fence about doing it because they don't make quite as much. But collective, they are a part of a players' union. Same way with the people in the brothers in the NFL. You have power in numbers. Come together as a collective, and you can make change happen.
Just because if they do it to one, they could do it to all the rest of y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't understand how that's been forgotten.
It won't matter how much who get paid well, who get paid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they do it to Kyrie, and Kyrie is one of the biggest names in the NBA.
They definitely gonna do it to somebody lower.
Listen, the kind of brother I am, if I was making LeBron money, if I was a superstar of that caliber, and I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a stand. I might fuck up my career, but I'm gonna take a stand. And I'm like, I need the younger brothers to come along with me, the brothers who not making as much. If I had as much money as LeBron, I'd tell them, look, bro, I'm gonna help you. Just take a stand with me. If they start cutting off your pay, if they want to boot you out the league, if they want to do something, look, I got you. Here. I'm gonna give you a couple million or whatever and whatnot. Something to try to at least incentivize you to take a fucking stand. I give you that on the back end, bro.
And that's the thing. They can let's say LeBron does stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. They gonna do something that's gonna hurt him, but it's not gonna hurt him as much as it probably is gonna sting against them.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt the league too.
You ain't gonna just up and rooting them. Well, we're gonna get behind this one.
Right.
This is LeBron James.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. The people have power.
Don't fall for this illusion, man.
They think they got you brainwashed into thinking they control the roost. Yeah, they might control the corporate side of the roost, but guess what? You are the economic engine that they rely upon. They are literally making the money off of your sweat, off of your pain, off of your grit, off of your determination to play that game the way that you play. You put in your all when you go out there on that court, when you go on that field. You brothers play hard. You earn your paychecks. Now, I ain't one of them people out here that's saying, oh, these fucking rich ass snobby athletes shouldn't make that much money. Look, these brothers work hard. Now, granted, should we be paying our teachers, our firefighters, and some of our police officers? Should we be paying them more money? Hell, of course. We underpay them like shit. And that's the thing. I'm not trying to get too off topic. The most necessary jobs in this country are underpaid.
Absolutely.
Y'all saw that shit with the coronavirus.
Absolutely.
The word essential came into play. All of a sudden we essential, but these niggas is low paid as fuck.
Right.
If we so essential, we should be getting paid like essential motherfuckers.
I tell you what, y'all better pay them damn nurses.
Yeah.
Man, you kidding me?
You better pay them nurses.
Look, people want to make fun of, and here's people who get made fun of the most, and from what I see. Y'all make fun of garbage men. Mm-hmm. Do not tell me a garbage man is not essential. You gonna go in the backyard and burn your garbage?
This would be a nasty motherfucker.
Are you kidding me? That's one of the most essential jobs in this motherfucker.
You think New York got a problem with rats?
Right.
Man,
Wait till your garbage sit around for 3 weeks.
Wait till the garbage company gonna strike.
You want to talk about disease, filth, all types of
that
shit. That's one of the most important jobs, period.
But they conditioned to be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, you married garbage man. You married this person. It's like, man, he's doing the fucking job. He ain't selling dope. He ain't shooting a nigga.
Right.
Like,
He ain't hurting nobody. Doing something beneficial to society.
He got a job. He a motherfucker got a job. Though,
Nurses, teachers, doctors, lawyers, I even hate to say it, police. These are essential jobs that are not meant to be. I don't give a fuck if you work at Checkers. That's an essential job because niggas is too lazy to cook and niggas gotta eat.
Anything motherfuckers too lazy to do and they put it on somebody else.
That's an essential fucking. Oh, all you do is flip burgers. Yeah, motherfuckers is need to eat. Because guess what? I'm gonna be honest.
That's the backbone in this whole country.
It really is. I'm gonna be honest. Bro. And I don't know if I should put my strategy out there, but this is what I did when this pandemic happened. And we gonna move on because I don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah.
When the pandemic first happened, I was flat-footed. Not gonna lie, I didn't have no weapons at the crib. We hadn't gone grocery shopping yet. By the time we went grocery shopping, everything was off them shelves. We was getting scraps.
Yeah,
beans,
make
rice.
You think like if this was really the
exact, and see,
we'd be fucked.
And look,
because we got here too late.
So this is what happened. So because naturally I'm a strategic person. I play strategy games and shit. I like to keep my mind sharp as possible. I said, okay, you caught me with my pants down this time. I said, okay, let's ride this out. Let's see. So me and my wife, we gathered up what we could. We gathered up what we could that was still there that we could make a meal out of. He's like, okay, we're going to eat this, that. We're going to piece together some shit because, you know, at this point, we're in survival mode.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, we get the food home. And I said, nope, we're not even about to eat this. We're going to keep this food here. We're going to go out to these fast food joints. We're going to use y'all shit. Because if it come down to where y'all shut that down, at least we got this.
We got food.
I'm not going to eat up my supply.
Right.
I'm going to eat up y'all shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and do that. And so reason I say that is to bring it back to those were essential jobs. Because if anybody was thinking like me, oh no, I'm not finna dip into my supply. Yeah. I'm finna dip into y'all shit. That's an essential job.
And then, you know, also people also can look at it like this. Around times like this, if you had a job that's also essential, or you need money, so you're gonna probably be doing the most whatever hours they can give you. You ain't got time to cook. You gonna be going to the fast food place, or you gonna be going to Applebee's, whatever. Since y'all like to, you know, talk down by Applebee's.
Hey, look.
I was car starting to go like a mother.
Hey, listen, right. Ain't nothing wrong with no damn Applebee's. I fucks with Applebee's. I fucks with Fridays. I fuck with all that shit.
I sure do. Hey, I fuck. Hey,
Chili's.
Y'all been in Olive Garden. y'all Ever since y'all done found Ruth Chris and all that shit, y'all done
Oh no,
abandoned.
I still fuck with Olive Garden.
Y'all forgot about Olive Garden.
Shit, me and my wife still fuck with Olive Garden. You know, I mean,
No, they acting uppity now.
I'll see. See,
They ain't even got Ruth Chris money like that, but they going. And then they be like, oh, what you doing going to Applebee's?
I don't even know what
motherfucker? 'Cause
I don't
I'm
even
like,
know what
hey,
Ruth Chris
right.
is. So I'm out the loop that bad.
Yeah,
I know what it is, but it got to be a special occasion or some shit. I ain't gonna go on no
I'm an average look.
regular.
Hey, when this podcast take off and we start making some real cash, I'm still gonna be the same, not spending money ass nigga. I ain't fucking.
I'm trying to
That's
keep
how
this
rich
shit.
people
I'm
stay
trying not to
rich.
go
Like, you know, I ain't going backwards.
nuts.
I'm not about to be in Ruth Chris every other day. I'm not about to be in, ever since Drake said, what's his name is Pigeon Food, they act
Oh
like
yeah,
that ain't
Benny
shit.
Hanna's.
They
I
act like,
still go to Benny Hanna's.
they act like Benny Hanna's. Benny Hanna's is expensive.
Yeah, Benny Hanna's is expensive.
Last time I checked, pigeons is meat.
But they act like Benny Hanna's ain't shit.
Hey, look, when you in survival mode, nigga, you eat whatever.
you eat some pigeons.
You be looking at a rat like, you know what? I'm gonna cook the bacteria off your motherfucking ass. Shit. Anyway, okay, we gonna move on because I wanna make this quick and play that Roland Martin clip because it also kind of piggybacks off of what LeBron was saying.
Okay.
Because we went left like a motherfucker.
This was a 1 minute and 40-second devastating takedown of mainstream media. When people talk about objective reporting, and in fact, it doesn't even exist. Everything is subjective. Those writers in that room, they determine what questions they ask. Their editors determine what stories they actually run. And this is the fundamental problem in media. When mainstream media decides to put its focus on something, they will ask questions for days, for weeks, will drive this thing home. But all of a sudden, you're ignoring this. Now, look, I'm born and raised in Houston. I hate the Dallas Cowboys way more than Stephen A. or anybody else. Everybody knows LeBron James is was a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. So how do you not ask him about this? Exactly. But you asked him about Kaepernick. You asked him about other subjects. Those were decisions those writers made, and he was absolutely right. And this is a fundamental problem in media, and we got to put it out there. And Stephen A. knows this. One of the most segregated hours isn't 10 a.m. on Sunday. It's 3 p.m. in the press boxes in America. Very few black sports editors in America. And so you have to confront the reality of race in media because you might see several African Americans, a number on ESPN, but when you go into these newsrooms across the country, you see very few African Americans covering sports, and this is a problem, and that's one reason why he didn't get that question.
Look, Roland Martin said a mouthful. He said a lot, but what he said was factual. We do not have a lot of representation in these newsrooms. We do not have a lot of representation when it comes to the editors, when the ones who are in charge of publishing these stories, who determine what gets out there. We don't have that much representation. And part of the reason we don't have that much representation, I'm gonna be honest, because we don't promote brothers and sisters getting into certain fields. We need more black journalists. We need more black doctors. We need more black lawyers. Yeah. We need more black, honestly, law enforcement. Mm-hmm. Shit. We need, and don't get me wrong, it's a cultural thing because in our culture, we promote certain things. That's a whole rabbit hole. I ain't finna go down that. But we don't promote the necessary essential, like we just talked about, the essential jobs. Right. And then we get mad when we get shut out. Yeah. We get mad when things don't go our way or when we're viewed in a negative light. We get mad and find ways to, I'm not going to say play the victim, but in other words, if we had more representation in a lot of these areas, first off, it would help with the economics of the black community because a lot of these jobs pay more. But then you got to go into the whole college debacle, and that's another rabbit hole. But I'm just saying, if we had more representation in a lot of these spaces, we wouldn't have a lot of these problems. Yeah, they wouldn't completely go away, but we wouldn't have a lot of it.
To get around that, the only way we have to do that is own our own shit.
Absolutely.
Because we can say, oh, man, we need representation here, representation there. We need y'all to get into these roles, we need black people to get in these roles. You cannot, listen, man, you can ask these people, we can have people getting into these roles, but if these certain folks who own these things and they have their own agenda, they want to put on their own people,
They're going to look out for their people, just like,
it's going to be what it is. If that
Just like we would if it was us.
Exactly.
If that wasn't the case,
Well,
if that wasn't the case, we already have them in there, and this wouldn't be a talk.
yeah.
Right.
We won't be talking about this.
Well, see, I think to piggyback on what you said, I think the only reason that doesn't transpire the way that we talk about it a lot is because we don't support things that black folk do. Seriously, and I'm gonna be honest, like some of the news sources that I get information from, the Griot, that's a black publication. Mm-hmm. I got the Griot app on my phone. Mm-hmm. When I need to get some news from black folks, the Shade Room is one part. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I look for black publications because these publications, we have a show that's predicated on talking about black culture. Right. So I like to look for black publications that are getting,
putting those stories out
about us and how they affect our community. How does this play in our community? Yes, it made sense to bring up the Jerry Jones shit because, okay, you was in a controversial picture because black folks was in the picture. Mm-hmm. Okay. A lot of the stories, a lot of the things that we talk about on the show are things, even if it's not a black person as the main topic of discussion, this has some effect on the black community as a whole. Right. The Brett Favre situation, obviously, because it affected black people. It was done to the black community. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, I'm a big political guy, but I don't bring a lot of politics stuff to the show because it's not, just isn't really for that. You know what I'm saying? We get into it a little bit, but like I do politics damn near 24/7. But when I have to do, stuff for the show, it's like, okay, I got to dip into a different bag. I got to get out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So basically, man,
people are uncomfortable about politics. People be uncomfortable about politics.
But see, that's who I am as a person. I love talking about uncomfortable shit.
I don't know why.
How should you break the ice?
I don't know why people are so uncomfortable.
That's my whole
nobody's gonna think the same.
Well,
you mean
you see what happens when you talk about politics.
Yeah.
I said it before. Politics start war, and so does religion. So they don't want to talk about it because it starts a back and forth.
Well, that depends. I guess that goes into depending on how enthusiastic you are about certain things. And the only reason I say that,
go ahead.
The only reason I say that is because I have a coworker, and I'm not gonna mention his name, obviously, but he's clearly a Republican. Yeah, he's a white guy, bald head, long beard. You know what I'm saying? I would, if before I start having conversations with the dude, I probably look at him and like, oh, that motherfucker probably racist as fuck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because like y'all do us, he fits the description.
You're right.
You know what I mean? But talking to this guy,
they cool people,
normal dude.
Yeah.
Now he goes on his tangent. He goes on his political tangent. He blames Joe Biden for a lot of shit. And I just sit there and I smile and I'm like, huh. And I tell him, I said, the only thing me and you got in common, man, is we both agree on the Second Amendment. Mm-hmm. I said, that's the one thing I'm not a Democrat on. Oh, no. We need our weapons. Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. Because I'm not finna depend on somebody who don't look like me to defend my house. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. Or to defend me when I'm out in the street.
Especially when they shooting us too.
Exactly. So therefore, oh no, we agree with the guns.
We gonna wait on them to protect us?
No. So the thing is, he knows me and him don't agree on anything politically. And I confronted him about it not too long ago. I said, me and you don't agree on shit politically. I told him straight to his face, I said, you be going on your little rants talking about how much you don't like Democrats and Joe Biden and all that. I just sit there and smile and laugh at your ass. And he bust out laughing. I said, yeah, I'll let you have your fun. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to change your mind. And I'm not trying to change your mind because you're not going to change mine.
That don't make me want to hurt you or
exactly.
nothing.
But this is why people end up getting into real serious tiffs with people about politics and religion and stuff, because people so bad want to change your perspective on things. And they, you know what I mean? It's just some people who can't be have an intelligent conversation, be emotional, intelligent. Just say, okay, that, you know,
we just agree to disagree, right?
That's it.
But it goes back again. Is a lot of people who are super duper emotional.
Yeah, that's true.
It is one thing to be passionate. And the other thing to be just emotional about shit.
I refuse to allow myself to get super passionate about.
The media plays a big part of
it's already
how
be passionate.
people.
It's already to be passionate. It's being emotional.
Yeah.
Emotional. Like, you know, I believe this and woo, woo, woo. But that don't, you know, that's not being passionate. Is like this. I believe this. I feel like this.
Stand firm in it. You know, you passionate about it.
Now, being emotional is, I feel a way about what you say, and you should change how you think. You're crazy.
Yeah. I can be very devout, and I can stand in my lane and be confident. But I also have enough common sense to be aware to know that everybody ain't gonna agree with me.
Yeah,
and I don't care. Right. You don't have to agree with me, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna know where I stand.
Right.
And that's what I respect about him, because he know we don't agree with shit at all.
Yeah.
But he talks his shit.
Speak his truth.
And he speaks his truth. And I respect that. I don't agree word for shit, but I don't go about it the same way he does.
Yeah.
It's just when he say things and I'm like, nah, you kind of full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we kind of talk. I'm like, you full of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Not in a disrespectful way. It's like, you full of shit. I don't agree with you on that.
Yeah, but look
you know
what's going on. But look what's going on right there. See, that's good. Because y'all on different sides of the spectrum, but y'all still can see y'all had conversation.
Exactly.
It's not like he heard one of your conversations. I'm not fucking with him at all.
That's
I'm
it.
not talking to him at all. And you wouldn't do the same thing to him.
And if that continues to happen, it's just gonna be more polarizing and separate. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when shit get dangerous.
Absolutely. Oh, you 100% right on that. But I think what helps us too is we have other interests that we have in common outside of that.
To piggyback what her said, not only did it get dangerous, is large entities can control better like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we talk about other shit. We talk about other shit that we have in common, you know, video games and stuff like being fathers. He tells me stuff about how he deals with his kids. I tell him how I deal with my kids. And, you know, black and white man having conversations, you know, we are more similar as fathers than we are anything else. You know, so
you gotta just view the world different.
That's it. We just have different views on certain things, and that's fine. He was raised a certain way. He was around certain things. I was raised a certain way. I was around certain things, and our viewpoint ain't gonna be the same because we ain't the same fucking people.
Right, exactly.
You know, so I'm gonna leave that alone with that. Any final words on this media shit?
No.
Media gonna do what they do, and if we don't have any control of it, what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah, I agree. Yep. Speaking of that, again, he said control. Y'all should subscribe to some black publications. Look for black media. That's what I do. I look for black media. I try to contribute where I can. I give them readership, viewership. You know, I try to post comments to try to, you know, boost them algorithms to try to let them know, I try to share some stories sometimes from them. I try to give them their just due, my support. Right. You know, we got to support each other. We have a bad fucking history of not supporting each other in this country. But anyhow, you know, we're going to move on. Yeah. There's an interesting story in great state of Michigan. Good old Michigan. There's been a rap video that's been going around of that was recorded in prison. Song called "In This Cell," and you know we just we just gonna let the news clip talk. This news clip came from WDIV local Channel 4 here in Michigan. Channel 4.
All right, Tim, perhaps you would correctly guess cell phones are not allowed inside Michigan prisons. You can imagine the surprise of prison officials over this rap video filmed on a phone inside the Macomb Correctional Facility, raising all kinds of questions about how items from the outside end up in the hands of inmates. Victor Williams live with what's in the video and how the state is reacting to it. Victor.
Hey, Devin. You know, at first glance, this doesn't really seem like a big deal, but as you'll hear, this can lead to so many other problems as well.
How did they get the phone in there, and what are they going to do about it?
A music video shot behind bars at the Macomb Correctional Facility is the result of two cellmates getting together in hopes of making a hit.
It's a serious offense and a very serious crime.
You can feel the raw emotion of the song titled In This Cell. The video posted to YouTube back on November 3rd sounds like it was recorded through a telephone call. The video, for sure, recorded on a cell phone, which a prison spokesperson says can be dangerous.
When you have a cell phone, we can't hear those calls. So you could be orchestrating a hit on someone. You could be trying to bring drugs into a facility.
One half of the rap duo is behind bars for second-degree murder, the other half for armed robbery. And it turns out this isn't the first time he's been in hot water for having something he's not supposed to.
On his record now, he also has 2 additional charges from prison with possessing contraband on top of the armed robbery charge that he came to prison with.
And Lansing, the Oversight Committee, also discussing the matter on Tuesday.
The video shows another cell phone, so we know that there's at least 2 cell phones.
Both inmates have been separated and are now in segregation. With an investigation now opened, new charges are more than likely on the way, meaning more time behind bars.
We're hopeful that upon the completion of the Michigan State Police investigation, we see a prosecution to the fullest extent of the law.
I don't know what they're saying, but it doesn't look like they're hurting anybody. It's unfortunate that they might get in trouble for it.
And if that investigation ends up leading to them figuring out who was able to get those cell phones to those prisoners, those people, I should say, are going to end up charged as well. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Victor, we know about contraband being in prisons. We know it's hard to keep drugs even out of prison. How often do they find cell phones, though, inside prisons and correctional facilities?
Well, believe it or not, we see this pretty commonly. Something TikTok, I know a lot of people know about that particular app, but there are so many videos on that particular application that shows these guys in there basically being on social media. So we know that this happens a lot.
Yeah. All right, Victor.
Well, there was a lot said there, and obviously these 2 brothers, what they say, one was a second-degree murder, and the other one was armed robbery and
bars.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Please don't put these brothers on no shirt talking about free these brothers. I'm just being honest. I mean, if you believe, most black people are skeptical. I ain't gonna say conspiratorial. We skeptical about the judicial system.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in the court of law, they were convicted, unfortunately. And if they did these crimes like they say they did, you wouldn't feel so good if it was done to you by them.
If you did what you did,
yeah,
sit down.
Yeah. So what do you?
So the song was about the condition inside the prison.
Yeah, because in the video, there was I guess I don't know if it was the toilet that broke, or something. There's a bunch of water on the floor.
Like he was peeing in a cup at one time.
Yeah, and it's not good. But again, it's prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They ain't supposed to be,
I mean, some type of dignity though.
Yeah.
It's got to be some type of dignity,
right?
You can't just give these brothers inhumane conditions. Yeah, I know they committed crimes and all, but
that's when you think about whether America got it wrong, because you see these other countries and they worse criminals and shit. They living in
yeah. Well, they actually try to rehabilitate.
Yeah,
their
trying to
criminals,
rehabilitate.
too. They don't do that here.
They don't just throw them in the cell and lock them away. You know what I'm saying? They put them in a nice place, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, nah. It's a couple things.
I was waiting on him. I knew he had something.
Yeah, it's a couple things. Are they really trying to shed the spotlight on this is dangerous because people can make hits and contraband, or are they really like, oh no, these people are exposing our conditions in our prisons?
Yeah,
I think it's the latter.
Yeah,
I think it's the latter. I don't think it's because
it's
like
exposing how
like the reporter said, this is a pretty common thing.
Yeah,
The off mic conversation, we was talking about this.
I've seen cell phones in prison on social media countless times.
Come on now,
that's why I'm wondering why this is such a big story.
Because, like you just said,
because it's showing
the conditions.
Yeah.
They say, and you heard the one guy say, we can't hear those conversations. So that's why I said, well, we don't know if you're setting up a hit or anything.
I mean, that's true too, but also they probably.
But setting up a hit, I mean, come on now. People get killed in prison all the time without setting up shit.
Yeah,
they don't make no fucking difference. I mean, people get shanked in the shower. Niggas don't get, that ain't setting up shit. That's word of mouth.
No, they set up hits in prison.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They do it without phones though.
Yeah.
Hey Tony, we finna shank this nigga.
Or is he talking about outside?
No,
of
he
prison?
talking about outside. Like
Somebody
inside.
Oh, okay. You know what? Granted.
Yeah,
I was having a little brain fog there. Thanks a lot,
but
Mr.
they've been doing that before cell phones too, on the regular phone. You know,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Speaking code or something.
That's it. Yeah, I got them granola bars over there.
Right.
Motherfuckers talking code all the time.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Right.
Hey man, you pick up your son from school. You pick him up. He get out at 3.
Right.
Oh, okay. I know what that means.
Yeah, you know people.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't no criminal, but believe me, if I was gonna be a criminal, nobody would know what the fuck we was doing. You know what I'm saying? We be having a whole conversation, and it'd be about something completely, totally different.
Yep, that's how you do it.
We be talking. I ain't giving away the
This is the thing. It ain't like the police don't know anything like this because at this point, police know every fucking thing.
Of course,
either they done
saw it all.
Somebody either done research or somebody done told them. So,
but the thing y'all don't want to talk about, the fucking COs, fucking prison guards, they don't give a fuck. They see a lot of shit. They let a lot of shit happen. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers who they watch get stabbed and get their ass whooped and all that shit. They don't give a fuck.
A lot of times they take.
They
bribes.
let it happen.
They take bribes to look the other way. Take bribes to do other shit.
Yeah.
Brother.
How you think this cell phone got in?
You're right.
That's the whole
You're right. How you think it got in? He didn't go out and buy it.
See, they putting so much on the prisoners who did the song and did the video.
Yeah.
They not putting in a lot of pressure on the guards.
Right.
Exactly. How else is the shit getting in there?
Right.
Because you basically, when you bring a new prisoner in there, you checking him from ass out.
Right. Literally.
Shit. He ain't smuggling nothing in his ass. Y'all all up in his ass.
Listen, man. Nigga ain't gonna have no iPhone 14 in their ass, dog. That shit gotta be far the fuck up his rectum to be doing that. And uncomfortable to walk. So.
That motherfucker goddamn that be in his colon.
I'm uncomfortable hearing about it. Goddamn. You got an X-ray as well.
Listen, man, ain't nobody putting no phone that far up their ass, bro. All that radiation and all that shit, that ain't happening, bro. You can forget about that.
Man.
So you already know it's one of your people.
Jesus Christ, help me. Yeah, okay. Like I said, I watched the video. If y'all want to go watch this video, the song is called In This Cell. INDIS Cell. CELL. You can go watch it on YouTube like I did. It does show the conditions a little bit. And yeah, there's a little bit theatrics in the video because, they making a rap video. Mm-hmm. So, but.
Talented as hell doing that shit.
That's what I gotta give them their props. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
whether you fuck with the song or not,
you gotta some shit happen.
They had the thought of mine is like, yo, I'm gonna film this,
yes,
edit this, edit that.
Yep.
Hey, can't be mad. Nah, I mean, they probably had somebody on the outside edit the video for them.
Yeah, they probably did. Yeah. I mean, but just the fact that they thought about it,
absolutely. So
a lot of talented people in prison.
Yeah, I think what they should have.
I think the most talented people could be in prison.
Yeah. I think they should have some kind of outlet program in prisons. Studio time. For rehabilitation.
They had
that's.
They don't do anything to.
They had things like that. They take it away when it comes to budget, state budgets.
Yeah, that's right.
First thing they cut.
Yeah, they were like, man, what the fuck? These motherfuckers in prison. Why I'm going to get this?
I should know.
Slash that.
What am I saying?
American is not rehabilitation. It's prison. That's what they.
Of course. These motherfuckers can't even.
Prison. It's punishment.
These motherfuckers can't even fix the damn roads.
We don't do rehabilitation.
It's about prison and bank.
Yep.
America knows how to do two
Imprisonment
things
and
very well:
slavery.
kill people and imprison people.
Yep.
That is what they know how to do better than anyone in the world.
And they make money while doing it.
No, of course.
Yep.
Yep.
Of course. Yep.
Work harder, nigga.
Capitalism.
Yep.
Free labor.
So anyway, so my final conclusion on this is, I was all on board until I heard what they was charged with, and then it's like, okay, well, don't put these brothers on the shirt. That's all I'm saying. They did their thing. Not going, music wise, it's not really my cup of tea personally, but I gotta commend them for the artistry, not the crime. Got to separate the two. So you will not be seeing me wear a T-shirt free anybody. So yeah, that's all I'm. More power to them. They separated them, and so I don't know if they're gonna see each other, in the near future.
Yeah,
but if you like, I ain't trying to come off as an elitist. Well, if you did the crime, you got to do the time. No, I ain't for that. But at the same time, nigga, if you did that shit, you did that shit.
Maybe
I can argue with that.
Yeah, you got to sit down. I think maybe it'll serve good purpose, showing the conditions for these young kids out here. Like, hey, this what you trying to be?
This ain't where you won't be.
You trying to be in here pissing in cups? You know what I'm saying? Shitting in front of grown men and worry about getting stabbed with a toothbrush and you know what I'm saying? Getting fucked in the ass. Sound like hell to me. I don't want to be
Sound
there.
like that is hell. That's worse than the motherfucker that got stranded in the fucking water for 20 hours.
I would take the 20 hours.
You know what?
I'll take my chances.
I'll take chances in the water. I'll take chances in the water. I'm with you.
20 hours or 20 years. I'll take the water.
Yeah. I might drown and die, but you know what?
I've been die trying.
I mean, 20 hours in the water, it's a chance that a boat can come. Got a chance. It's still a high chance you can win because a boat can come by. You can swim as far as you could possibly can, or whatever.
And nigga said, "I'll take the ice water. I'll take the ice ocean over a free cotton hot meal."
Yeah, because I mean, in jail, man, it's so much more of a mental thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather you got to sit in the hole for a long period of time, or somebody trying to punk you for your shit. You got to fight.
Everybody come out paranoid as hell because that's what they got to be. You'll never know. Can't really trust nobody and shit. It's crazy.
All right. Well, we gonna move on. We're gonna move on to some, another crazy. We're gonna move on to a crazy brother. I ain't gonna call him crazy because he, I don't agree with everything, but I agree with most of what this brother say. I just called this one reality check. This is the Charleston White clip that I didn't mean to send, but we're gonna talk about it anyway.
Okay.
Imagine if rappers start talking about kill a white man, rape a white girl, fuck a white bitch, shoot a white boy dog, kill his parent, poison his white baby fish, shoot up the white man's mama house. So imagine, nobody can imagine these songs being sung with beats behind it. So here I am coming with this outlandish motherfucking delivery. And I'm saying it's done like that to us in some most outlandish motherfucking rap delivery ways. And I'm just hypothetically talking. They reality rapping. Meaning there's people dying with the shit they saying. That's where their lyrics come from, the deaths. I'm just saying, hey, how is it that all this can be promoted and propagated to us?
Yeah, got a point.
I mean, again, Charleston White is going Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? It is hard to think about. You don't hear about, I'm going to shoot this cracker. You don't think about that shit?
Nah, you wouldn't hear that. It wouldn't see the light of day.
The question is, would it sell, though?
The question is, the thing, it ain't even about what it sells. because that record company gonna say, hell no.
Right.
They ain't gonna push the button on that shit.
Well,
They're not gonna touch it.
So
but you know, when it comes to black people,
They
you know
learned
what
it.
I'm saying?
They learned their lesson.
When it comes to black people, they gonna say, you know, well, I got people to feed.
oh wow.
You already know. You already know. You already know.
Fucking Leor.
You already know. See, they learned their lesson with Ice-T. With Cop Killer. When that happened, they were like, okay. Because they got a lot of backlash.
Yeah. NWA too.
Well, look, I'm of the mind of, okay, like the off mic thing. It's cultural conditioning. They've culturally told us you should culturally accept the fact you should get used to hearing about you destroying your own, you killing yourself. Rap about the drugs we gave you. Rap about the crack. Rap about the pills. Rap about the lean. Rap about going out here and fucking all these women and then having all these kids and then not doing shit, not taking care of your responsibility. This is what we're culturally conditioned to accept. They told us this is what we should accept. Lower your standards. Accept the bare minimum. Accept the worst. We're culturally conditioned to believe that black is valueless.
Yep, of course.
It's not valuable.
You don't want nobody to believe that they're valuable.
Of course.
They get more control. Everything about control. Though.
Everything is about control. It's about control. And when we start talking about coming together, when we start coming together, talking about coming uniting, what's the first thing you see? I know what's the first thing I see. I want to know what's the first thing y'all see. When we talk about coming together, we talk about uniting, what's the first thing you see, Fly?
First thing I see. One of the first things I see when I start to come together is I see some of our people be like, but it's more so about who they feel like should spearhead us to coming together.
What say you, brother?
When we talk about coming together,
Mm-hmm.
just in general, or
anything to unite black folk. I know the first thing I see. The first thing I see is somebody that come like us, somebody that look like us, and come out and rail against it. And they use them as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
See, you're not united because you done paid this stupid motherfucker to come out here to go against the grain.
Speak against.
To speak against us when we all know, like every other race in the fucking world, black people are not a monolith. We don't all think the same. We don't all behave the same. Not all of us are thugs, murderers, and killers and gangsters.
You got to use confusion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said what I said. Like, one of the first things that happen is, and it might not necessarily, they don't necessarily need to send somebody.
Yeah.
It's just, we've been so divided that when we be like, let's get together, it's like, if we come together, we not necessarily a leader per se, but somebody who's able to organize this thing. The questions start to come about is,
what qualifies you to be the leader?
Because we've been conditioned to turn against ourselves.
Yep.
Like Fly always say, the white man's ice is colder. We've been conditioned to believe this dumb shit.
That's what they think.
And that's what I say. We have literally been culturally conditioned to keep the crabs in the barrel mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No escape. No.
Then
you uppity nigga.
I'll give you an example. Now, a lot of our youth, and people in general, they like to wear. They want to wear nice clothes, and luxury brands is becoming the thing to wear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I could see the price point for some of these luxury brands because some of these items you're using are things that you had to really get together and make. It costs money to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But some of this shit, you can make it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
And all that's really making the money is the brand name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Name.
Like,
Marketing.
let's say Balenciaga.
Yep.
And we already know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I didn't even touch on that. I stayed away from that story because I'm like, yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that one.
Okay, so I won't go too.
I mean, you can, but I just stayed away from it because I'm like, I want the dust to settle on it a little bit, because
I mean, we can let the dust settle.
Yeah, I'm just
it's
like,
just, it's just you could turn something that you make into a Balenciaga. Dog.
Exactly. But we don't view each other as that.
That's what I'm gonna say. How are we gonna get other people to accept it? It's as valuable as Balenciaga.
Well, this is the thing. We made everything else acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Look what we did. Hip hop is probably one of the most highest selling music there is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things we do sell.
Yeah,
of course.
It just don't sell to each other.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
That's a part I will forever remain confused about. We are the leaders of culture globally, and yet we do not support each other as the leaders of culture globally. I don't get it. We should be uplifting each other to really, what's that word you used? To really be in control of some shit.
I think we just worry about wrong shit. See, this is the thing. What they decided to do. They say, okay, y'all can have that culture. You know what I mean? Until they let us have it until they find a way where they can take it back and it comes back to their
they
fold.
can profit from it.
Of course.
Yeah.
But they say we gonna keep the control and the money.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. You
know
take
what
the
I'm
profits, you profiting off the labor, you profiting off the culture. Culture vote is a term. And those proceeds are not being spread in our communities. Like, we talk about capitalism all the time on this show.
Yeah.
Like you say, some of those products might be worth the high price. I can guarantee you 95% of it ain't. Because it's capitalism. It's high markup. You're going to pay that high markup regardless because somebody somewhere has to turn a profit.
You're right about the markup. I'm saying as far as the material goes to make some of these things, it's going to the material.
Some of them use high value materials.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you said about the brand name too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The brand name is the brand. Some of these brand names use some material that costs. Now, I agree with you. They do markup. That's another part of why they making money. But they also, when a name becomes a influential name, that's the reason they use the markup.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That allows them to mark it up even more.
Exactly. And
we need to worry about how to build stuff, how to lobby, just like they go.
That's the term, lobby. Mm-hmm. We can get a lot of shit done by simply organizing.
Yep.
That's why they don't want us coming together.
Yep.
Because I brought that up because a girl I follow, she tweeted, "Hey, how y'all going?" They were saying that she was saying there was people that starting to get mobile homes and things like not the like double wide.
The manufactured homes.
Oh no, like those the trucks with the where you can stay in.
Oh, like
I know what you're talking about.
RV or
yeah, like RV type stuff. People are buying that instead of buying homes and going to rent.
Yeah,
of course.
And she was saying that they trying to outlaw that. And she was,
why would you?
And she was like, why? And she was like, why are y'all doing it? And want y'all just to make it to where shit is affordable? I said, and I told her, banks and these big industries are buying these homes. They want you to continuously.
They are.
Because I know a lot of people in California buy them RVs and just live out of them.
Live out in the woods.
Yeah, because you can't afford to buy no house out there.
And that's the thing.
Unless you rich.
And that's the whole thing. That's what I talk about. Organization, coming together. Let's look past race. Let's look past gender. Let's focus on class.
Yeah, but see,
focus on the classism.
And that's what I was trying to tell her. Like it's they want you to keep getting money to these banks and these companies who's owning these homes. But we gotta look and see what they do. Look what these companies do. They go and they lobby. You know what I call lobbying.
Bribing. That's what I call it too.
And I don't care what y'all say, because y'all gonna be like, oh, it's different.
It's bribing.
No, it's bribing. Because I mean, the only reason why y'all don't want to call it bribing is because, if a person bribes, they're doing something legal they ain't supposed to, and they paying to look the other way. Well, guess what? Some of these politicians are doing the same shit.
Shit, they paying these motherfuckers to write laws for them.
But I need you to write a law to where my company can only make money and never lose money.
But we already know what lobbying really is, what they really using it for.
Yeah.
You are in control of housing.
Yeah.
You don't want that burden. I can lighten that burden if you look out for me.
You know, I wonder when we're going to come together as a race of human beings and just say, you know what? We're not fucking paying this money. Not paying this fucking mortgage. Not paying this fucking rent.
Guess what?
Everybody say, you know what?
We stuck on racism. So
that's true. But I'm saying, without the police, without the military, how can they enforce your eviction? How can they enforce this type of shit? You got to think. People in the military, nigga, you still pay bills. Police officers, nigga, you still pay bills. Why are you enforcing this shit for them? You should be on our side. Because think about it. If you are on the side of the people, everybody gets to live for free.
You already know.
Because they have no mechanism to get us out of our homes. How are you going to make me pay? You got to get it in blood.
You already know. You said it. You already know. You said it. Conditioning.
They gonna cut off the water and electricity.
And guess what? And no. And guess what? And the second they do, everybody converge on the fucking sewage treatment plants. Everybody converge on the water department.
Overrun it.
How you gonna stop? Nigga, we all need this water.
Listen,
let one stupid motherfucker, well, I'm gonna turn off the water. Nigga, you gonna be dead in 5 seconds.
Listen, man. Condition is such a strong thing. You damn near rewiring people's mind on how they think.
That's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean?
That's a good way to put it.
It goes off like what we just talk about workers.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
You doing this to that worker, and I know you would do that to me, but I don't want that to happen to me because I'm so conditioned into doing what I'm already doing.
So I'm gonna play ball.
It's a side,
which is why I always say anybody could be an entrepreneur, and people are like, no, everybody can't. If you needed to, you would.
Yeah.
Just like with anything else, if you needed to, you would do it.
If you needed to sell pussy, you sell it.
I
know that's an extreme.
That's entrepreneurial.
I ain't talking about that.
It is.
I'm not
it's
talking
your
about,
body.
I'm not talking about that entrepreneur.
Shit, niggas be slanging cock too. Like, oh, you know.
The reason
Male Gigolo, yeah. Come get this bit. I'm playing. I'm talking shit.
Look, the reason I'm not gonna get too far behind that is because we need to come together. And for some reason, look, man.
I'm a Gigolo.
All men is not gonna fuck with an OnlyFans girl or girl to sell Gucci. So.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm just talking shit, man.
But
no, we need to come together. Is that fucking simple?
Side note, when you mentioned like the mind control, you heard Elon Musk got a
chip
I saw
that.
he want to put in people's brains.
That's not the Neuralink thing, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He said
he already did it with pigs and monkeys and shit.
He said he wanted to use it. He said he wanted to use it to help people who can't walk and all that other stuff.
A public service announcement. Elon Musk is the Antichrist.
Super villain.
I repeat, Elon Musk is the Antichrist.
You think so?
I'm gonna do that more often. That actually sounded pretty good. Do I think so? Yeah. He might be. How the fuck you come up that fast, get that rich, and now look at the shit you're doing?
Yeah. We're gonna put chips in the base of your brains. This way we can all be connected.
Talk about control.
We will control your mind.
You gonna do what the fuck we want you to do.
You will bow at noon every day to me.
Yeah. I see that happening.
That opens up.
I see that. Don't take the chip. We probably gonna be dead by then, but still, you know what I'm saying? Unless they try to do that shit tomorrow.
Move fast, right? You know they've been working on shit for years, right? When it first started surfacing to us, it already done and shit.
I don't know. When you got money, shit moves kind of slow.
You know, you know what? I have never had money, so I would like to.
Things get done faster because you got the money to say you got the money to have a laboratory to house this.
If I had that kind of money, you know, Jeff Bezos money, Warren Buffett money, Antichrist money, you know,
Antichrist money.
What kind of evil schemes would I come up with? Yeah, give me some time. But no, seriously, I couldn't have that much money because of the kind of person I am. You know, I give a majority of that shit away. And I'm just being honest. And I would feel great about giving the majority of it away because obviously I'm not going to go broke. But, you know, I have my own little, you know, me and my family going to be good. You know, I probably, if I had, okay, what's he got, like 100-something billion? More than that?
That's a lot.
Either way. I probably still have like maybe 3. I leave myself with about 3. 3 out of 100? That means I gave away $97 billion to people.
You say you'll keep $3 billion?
I keep 3 B's to myself.
Hey, that ain't bad.
That's what Bill Gates doing.
I'm saying out of 100 plus B's.
He said he's gonna give away like $100 billion.
I'm saying leaving myself with $3 billion sounds greedy, but when you look at the grand scheme,
no, it's not greedy.
Taking away.
If you got 100,
that's what I'm saying.
I give not greedy at all.
I know people watching this like, man, that nigga full of shit. No, seriously, I would though. And the reason is because
I feel you.
The reason is
I might give away
the reason. I'm be honest.
What am I gonna do?
The reason, not only that's a part of it, but the reason is because how can I have this much and everybody around me has nothing?
That's
what do you think is going to happen?
That's
to
what
me?
That's what causes a
revolutions.
Lot of revolution. You gonna get robbed. Yeah. That's what they gonna be at your door all the time.
That's the whole point. So, of course, you know. I'm gonna make sure everybody who live in my vicinity, we all good. You know, I'm saying I will still spread out and give money, but I got at least where I'm living. I got to at least make sure these motherfuckers is well off so they don't kill me because they live around me. You know what I'm saying? I got to at least make sure they straight. You know, make these people 100. At least make them 9 figures richer.
I tell you what I do.
You know,
I get an organization strictly. And most of the money that, like you said, that you would give away, I will give to this organization. And people who will run it is absolutely people I trust. And they will be in charge of making sure they have initiatives for every, like mostly major city around the country.
Man, let's just stop bullshitting. I'm helping all these black folk. Black people being to get on.
But that's what I'm saying.
Black people getting on.
But we all around this country.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
That's why I say one of the major cities.
Public service announcement. Only black people will receive this money.
I will make sure my organization.
Hey, real shit though. Real shit.
I will make sure.
That's a good point.
I will make sure that my organization helps these major cities around the country. That way, you go anywhere, you can't get robbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
hey,
that's real shit.
That's the nigga who feeding everybody.
Right.
Not to say they won't try it anyway.
They're gonna try
it's gonna be less.
Yeah,
trying to rob.
Absolutely, because you're gonna have those lieutenants and those generals. That's gonna be the underlings. Not I won't say underlings, but those people that's below the big fish. That's gonna be like, hey, brother, we don't need to be doing all that. We got programs and shit. Hey, we can help get you on. You gonna get satisfied. Everybody gonna have a home. Everybody gonna have food. We gonna take care of everybody's basic necessities. You ain't got to be out here doing all that.
Yeah, and the reason you probably won't get robbed as much, especially if you're hands-on, because you're not doing what everybody else do.
Exactly.
Everybody else, they make up organizations and they say, oh, we're going to do this, but they do not, it don't get to the ghetto.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta be hands-on into making sure shit happen.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like to be outside and around motherfuckers, if I got that money, though, I would be out helping folks because I want people to see my face.
You know, they with us, we got to see it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say, again, that's why I say I want people to see my face, again, because we know how black people are. But for two, I mean, it's not an ego thing. It's just like, hey, I want to see the reaction on people's face when they see that your basic needs are being met and you don't ever have to worry about this type of shit ever again. Like, you are literally going to be set for the rest of your life. Are you going to be as rich as me? No. But your home will be paid for. Your property taxes will be paid up for a certain amount of time to where it's manageable.
And I put a lot more focus on changing the mind.
Absolutely.
Because, I can give you this money for your basic living.
Yeah.
But what is it gonna do in the long run if I don't get this in your mind?
Yeah, man, mindset messed up. You don't end up right in the same predicament.
If they did a condition to make you be what you are, I gotta offset that by conditioning you to think better. Here, I'm gonna give you this so you can sustain yourself, and while you do that, now I got your mind. I can help you get your mind in a better place because you don't have to worry about this.
You can unlearn some of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some initiative to unlearning and then learning something new.
Well, we're not gonna get to the last one. I'm gonna cut that out because we lost that first clip, and I kind of wanted them two to tie in it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So we gonna wrap this up because our baby might cut off on us at any second now.
She's been good today.
She's been really good today.
Wow, she's running today.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's great to be back, man. I appreciate this.
We back,
man. Let's pray none of us get sick again. I already had my bout, so let's pray these two don't get sick. You know what I'm saying?
I stay on my black oil and stuff.
So,
CMOS jail.
Yeah.
You know, they try to ban that now. They trying to ban CMOS.
They trying to ban it? Why?
You already know.
Oh, man.
They
want us to die.
It's helping niggas.
They don't want
too many people. We don't want to.
It's helping niggas. Healthy. We got 8 billion people on the planet now. Let's start getting rid of the niggas first.
Just enjoy your time and die.
If they not giving it to you, they don't want you to.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta make money.
Even though they got questionable shit they let pass, but I'm gonna leave that where it's at.
You're not gonna speak on the FDA. Nope, I don't need those problems.
I mean,
not right now.
Look, there's a whole lot of other countries that ban a lot of shit that go on over here. So what that tell you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Red dye won. Anyway.
Yep. So anyway, we gonna well, no, I ain't gonna say that. I said we're gonna transition up out of here. Does that sound like you dying? I ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. But
we don't want.
We don't want to speak that into.
We ain't doing that. So
God protect this podcast.
Yes, Lord. Protect all the brothers in this room. Yes, everyone in this house and our families.
Yes,
everybody connected.
Everybody's connected. So please make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Should have said that. YouTube. I said YouTube. YouTube.
We making our own shit. Let's do it. That's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. We gonna make our own fucking platform.
Uncultured Roots on YouTube.
Check out YouTube.
We need to edit that shit out because we got to do some paperwork.
Right. Yeah, we gotta get the paperwork right.
Pause. This is for editing purposes. And we're back. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on our podcast and social media.
Twitter. Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram.
You gotta start posting
TikTok.
more shit.
Yep. Search
I've been posting
Uncultured Roots podcast.
I've been on it on Twitter.
Check us out on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, wherever the fuck you get your shit from. I didn't mean to say that. Let me do this again. Let me be a little more professional.
Anywhere that you get your podcast.
Make sure you check us out wherever you get your podcast from. We would really appreciate it.
Thank you in advance.
Holy shit! Oh, thank you. Come and get. No, I'm bullshitting. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe out there. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't kill nobody, and please don't wear these shirts. That's talking about free niggas who did these crimes.
Don't kill nobody that it ain't warranted.
Right.
Self-defense purposes only. Y'all be safe out there. Be smooth. Peace out.
Peace.